Tonight, Anambra State government clamps down on illegal miners. Governor Soludo receives more commendation on sustainable economic initiative. Nigerian military warns of potential violence ahead of nationwide protest. On the foreign scene, Israeli military recover bodies of 5 hostages in southern Gaza. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome. My name is Chinyere Ikeoreke. In upholding the state government's effort to tackle illegal mining across the state, Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra Ocha Brigade's task force on mining has dealt a heavy blow to illegal miners. The task force, whose duty is to combat illegal mining activities across the state as a measure to reduce and reclaim lost land to erosion, recorded another milestone in Okuzu and Unike, both in Oyi local government area and Ojoto in the Idemili South Council area, arrested several suspects for illegal sand mining activities and impounded over 10 trucks. Our details.
The managing director of the brigade, Comrade Celestin Anere, revealed that the development marks a significant step towards restoring sanity in the state's mining sector and ensuring that mineral resources are exploited by the law. The Ocha Brigade boss vowed to continue the operation in full scale to achieve full compliance with extant laws and regulations guiding mining in the state, and emphasized the need for all stakeholders to support the efforts of the state government to achieve its desired target. Comrade Anere sternly warned all illegal mining companies and individuals to cease such activities immediately and stressed that the law would take its course against anyone found engaging in unauthorized mining, emphasizing the assurance of prosecution for offenders.
Association of Educational Management and Policy Practitioners, AEMAPP, is holding their second international conference in Awka, capital city of Anambra State. Queen Aniborg reports that the conference organized by the association in partnership with Global Research Network USA and UK has its theme as digitalization of educational management system. Her report.
The conference had in attendance academicians from across Nigeria, overseas, government functionaries, as well as the representative of the traditional ruler of Awka, Obigipsi Nwosu. Declaring the conference opened at ASU Secretariat, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, the national president of the association, Professor John Ondi, said they are in the 4th industrial revolution and the world is moving towards digitalization, and in order not to be left behind, there is need for them to see how they can speed up to catch up, hence the reason for the conference.
Caliber of participants drawn for today's conference, we will find sustainable pathways that will enhance deeper understanding and the usage of the element that will promote the navigation of digitalization of the education management system.
The Deputy Governor of Anambra State, Dr. Onyeka Ibezim, represented by Barrister Chukwunonso Chukwudi, described the theme of the conference as apt and timely and beckoned on all sectors in Nigeria to move forward to digital world as the world is fast becoming a global village, saying that artificial intelligence, AI, has come to stay.
This is indeed beckoning on all sectors, not only the education sector, to move in or move up to the digital world as the world is fast becoming a global village.
In our welcome address, the acting Vice-Chancellor, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Professor Carol Arinze Umobi, represented by the Dean, Faculty of Education, Professor Vivian Nwobo, explained that they are not only in the conference to exchange knowledge and ideas, but to collectively save the future of educational management and policy on a global scale, saying that it is through education that nations prosper, cultures flourish, and individuals achieve their potentials. The keynote speaker and Dean, Faculty of Education, University of Lagos, Professor Simeon Oladipo, noted that Nigeria, a nation rich in potentials and talents, stands on the threshold of transformational era, saying that digitalization is not merely about adopting new technologies, but it is about rethinking and redesigning Nigeria's educational management system to ensure that it is efficient, inclusive, and capable of nurturing the next generation of global leaders. In his presentation, the lead paper presenter, Professor Uzoma Nwogu of the University of Port Harcourt, pointed out that all educational institutions that aspire to use AI tools must develop AI policies for safety, adding that domestication of digital policy must be in line with Nigerian culture. On the reason behind the theme of the conference, the chairman, local organizing committee, Professor Isaac Nwankwo, explained that Nigeria's educational management system has been riddled with problems, and as this is an era of artificial intelligence, the conference is to fashion ways to solve these problems through digitalization. Queen Anibogu, reporting for ABS News.
The immediate past transition committee chairman of Idemili North Local Government Area, Chief Chuks Brown Ibanwa, says the distribution of 1,040,000 economic tree seedlings to Indianambra by Governor Chukwuma Soludo will ensure sustainable economic livelihoods to many youths in Anambra State. Chief Ibanwa stated this in Oka while commending the governor for thinking outside the box to take the state out of the present economic quagmire in Nigeria. The former Idemili North Local Government chairman described agriculture as the mainstay of wealth in the southeast region before the discovery of oil. He noted that the palm oil, ukwa, akilu, and pawpaw seedlings distributed to Indianambra by governor can be wealth-yielding trees that can transform the state economy and reduce poverty to the barest minimum. Chief Ibanwa urged every household that received the economic trees to use them in line with the vision of Governor Chukwuma Soludo, which is to move every household out of poverty and give Anambra State more revenue than federal allocation. He lauded the governor for being committed to using agriculture as bedrock of adopting disruptive changes that will put Anambra State on the long-term path of sustainable transformation. The chairman of the Nigerian Association of Professional Bodies in Nigeria, Anambra State Chapter, Chief Ralph Wike, says the new minimum wage approved by President Bola Tinubu will not meet the need of the nation's workforce. Sir Ralph stated this in Oka while bearing his mind on the new minimum wage. He noted that the amount is small given the economic realities in Nigeria and cannot do much for workers given the people's basic daily needs. Sir Ralph, however, pointed out that the only welcome development from the new minimum wage is that it will be reviewed every 3 years, and the federal government must keep to its promise. He observed that the amount Labour was seeking initially is attainable and will never make Nigeria go bankrupt if President Bola Tinubu can curb corruption in government and cut down the cost of governance. Sir Ralph, a one-time President General of Orifite Town Union, maintained that Nigeria is in dire need of moral reformation that will pave the way for the emergence of good leaders who will use the abundant wealth of the country to improve the living conditions of the citizenry. The Bishop Anglican Diocese of Amici, Right Reverend Ephraim Ikako, has urged people not to allow distractions make them to lose focus and miss heaven. Bishop Ikako gave the charge while delivering a sermon at a special service to mark the end of the 16th Women's Conference of the Diocese held at St. Andrew's Anglican Church, Nubi, in Newin South Local Government Area. Staff reporter Njideka Okoye was there and now reports.
Bishop, who spoke on the topic, flee from idolatry, regretted the level of abominable things happening in the church and how people run after miracles without knowing the foundation or where the miracle is coming from. But most of the victims are women and advised them to be careful and embrace the true gospel. Bishop Ikako mentioned sexual perversion, bloodshed, and idolatry as 3 sins that can wipe generation, and explained how one can flee from idolatry to include pursuit of righteousness and godliness. Escape for your life by turning to Jesus, fight the good fight of faith, as well as target and lay hold on eternity.
Every sin is offensive to God. 1, 2, every sin is punishable by God if not repented from.
the wife of the Archbishop, Ecclesiastical Province of the Niger, and Bishop of Awka Diocese, Dr. Martha Ibezim, who expressed happiness over the uniqueness of Amici Diocese, saying that they learn new things each year they come to Amici Women's Conference, urged women to shun idolatry to avoid its consequences, and thanked Bishop Ikako for his housing scheme financial support to priests in the diocese.
Look inwardly, things that take our mind away from it. There are so many. So please, with all we have learned in this diocese, in this conference, let's make amends and put away all the idols, those distractors, because we are running a race. Hallelujah.
On her part, the president of the Women Ministry of the diocese, Dame Nkem Ikako, who appreciated all that honored their invitation, especially the archbishops and the bishops' wives from sister dioceses, listed numerous achievements of the women ministry and charged the conference delegates to take the message of the conference to their different archdeaconries, churches, and homes. In their separate remarks, the Archdeacon Venerable Samson Ikedimma, the vicar of the church, Reverend Canon Chidenemo, his wife Amara, and the chairman of the conference planning committee, Mr. Chuks Ibe, thanked God for the success of the conference, which they said is a blessing to the church, the Anglican community, and the entire Unubi town. Cutting and launching of the conference cake, special thanksgiving by the women, praises and worship formed the high points of the service. From St. Andrew's Anglican Church, Unubi, Njideka Okoye, ABS News.
Thank you, Njideka Okoye, for that report. Still to come on the news tonight, Nigerian military warns of potential violence ahead of nationwide protests. Israeli military recover bodies of 5 hostages in southern Gaza. Here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Stay with us.
I'm in love. Hey, mommy.
What?
Sonia tomato mix, stand up, oh. Sonia tomato mix, stand up, Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to stop? Dishes come alive with so much taste. Sonia tomato mix, of course. Sonia tomato mix, yes sir. Sonia tomato mix, stand up,
I'm in love. Oh, but with you, of course, my darling.
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, you're watching ABS Evening News. The Defense Headquarters has said that the proposed nationwide protest is intended to replicate what happened in Kenya. Some Nigerians and groups under the banner of End Bad Governance in Nigeria have threatened to protest against the prevailing economic hardship starting from August 1st, 2024. The federal government and the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, have warned against the protest, stating that the nation is yet to heal from the EndSARS protest. Addressing journalists in Abuja, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Edward Buba, said based on intelligence at its disposal, the proposed nationwide protest would be hijacked by some unscrupulous elements. On the foreign scene, the Israeli military says it has recovered the bodies of 5 Israelis taken back to Gaza as hostages during Hamas attack on southern Israel on the 7th of October. The bodies of the kindergarten teacher Maya Koren, as well as the soldiers Major Ravin Katz, Master Sergeant Oren Gordon, Staff Sergeant Toman Hamas, and Sergeant Kirill Brodsky were found during an operation in the Khan Yunis area. The military said it has determined that Ms. Goren was murdered in captivity while the soldiers were killed in combat on the 7th of October and their bodies then adopted. The announcement means 111 of the 251 people taken hostage are still being held in Gaza, including 39 who the military says are presumed dead. That's the news tonight, but remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television Oka, on X at ABS Radio TV, on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. The main point again, Anambra State government has clamped down on illegal miners. Governor Soludo has received more commendations on sustainable economic initiative. Nigerian military has warned of potential violence ahead of nationwide protest. And on the foreign scene, we told you Israeli military has recovered bodies of 5 hostages in southern Gaza. Here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Thanks for staying with us. My name is Chinyere Ikioreke. Good night.